Let's talk about the personal statement and what it takes to write about yourself to get an interview for CRNA School. What we're going to focus on is being candid, reflective, and being you. These are things that will actually get the attention of an admissions committee among the sometimes hundreds of applicants they get. Remember, this is only one portion of the admissions process, but I can say that it is the difference maker for those reviewing applications. Most applicants in terms of credentials, experience, and skill set are the same, but the differences are made in how the applicant writes, expresses, and dreams in their essay. Imagine reading through multiple essays where most talk about the same thing. We've all experienced hardships in life. We have all had successes, and describing those just isn't enough. Being able to understand a difficult event, reflect on that event, and grow is exactly what admissions committees want to hear about. But this can be extremely difficult for applicants to write about. Lastly, before we talk about these 3 key things that I think are important to be successful, I want to say something really honest. Most of us have not experienced significant hardship in our lives. Their story is usually not going to be their first time hearing something similar. I have classmates that have lost family, those who have served in the military, those who have committed numerous years to medicine, and even those who have come from war-ridden countries. When writing my essay, I realized that I'm not trying to write a better essay than someone else. I'm just trying to share my own. I knew that my story was unique to me and that there was no need to feel like it was a competition. So, let's get into the 3 key things that can help guide you in your personal statement. So, the first key that we're going to talk about is being candid. Being candid is to be truthful and straightforward and frank. So for me, when I think about being candid, my brain goes immediately to photography. One of my hobbies is doing photography. And the definition in photography of being candid is taken informally, especially without the subject's knowledge. When thinking about your personal statement, write in an honest manner. Be who you are. If you have a certain style or way that you speak, provoke that in your writing because it helps you to see the person you are without meeting you. At the same time, we want to be candid in a way where the writing style feels like a story and not a lecture. Readers want to find you likable and inspiring, which is usually a feeling they should find in the first few sentences. And a big thing here is that the only way you're able to really grasp somebody is to show your experiences. We're not all the same, so we shouldn't try to be this one perfect person. Now, if you're finding difficulty and being candid, then you're overthinking it. Don't write your essay to impress the admissions committee. Instead, write your essay to share who you are, where you've been, and where you want to go. Another key we're going to be talking about is reflection. History repeats itself, our people don't change, our phrases we always hear, but the question is why. This is because humans are bad at reflection. It's a process where one has to be honest with themselves, and let's be real, none of us want to do that. We do not want to face the demons we've closed off, or discuss the traumas we have endured and buried. Although writing about those experiences can interest and even amuse the admissions committee, it sometimes isn't enough. This is because it is lacking an important quality, which is what did you learn from it? How did it change you for the better, and where did you go from there? So let's talk about the last key. The last key is being you. This is the most important one and the one that's often missed in the essays. I kid you not, this is what I recommend to be the number one reason why you'll get accepted. There are too many people who are trying to be someone they're not, and that's a difficult role to play. It's tiring and never lives up to the performance. When you are unapologetically who you are, people will be shocked, surprised, and thankful in your honesty. Somewhere out there, there's an idea of a magical, perfect candidate that has a 4.0 GPA since first grade, participated in every sport, highly active in social and professional clubs, and even won a Nobel Peace Prize in their early years. But realistically, these aren't always the people who are going to be exceptional medical professionals. CRNA admission committees want a variety of people in their cohorts who are likable, willing to learn, and will leave an impact on their university and the profession as a whole. So let's close this out today by saying, write something that's unequivocally bold and honest, where you'll share your experiences that have shaped you and you express the aspirations you wish to have as you grow as a CRNA applicant, student, and professional. Thanks guys for watching. This is Anesthesia. I am so happy you guys are here. Like and subscribe. Stay gas, people.